today's challenge, well, it might take more than one day actually, but the next challenge is to beat this stupid level. Let's see what it is. I need to collect 27 coins, and then I can touch the flag. So here's the main setup. You're going to see this screen a lot. There's only one thing to do, so we go in this door, which makes us fall down, and then I hit that P switch. Actually, let me dive real quick. I have to enter that pipe immediately, otherwise I get killed, as you'll see in this attempt. So I fall down, land on the P switch, but then those munchers kill me. So to avoid the munchers, you hold down and you go in the pipe right away. Triggering that P switch makes that P block visible, which means that Mario can't go out the pipe. So it just shows you this transition, but then goes back into this screen, where again I'm holding down right away, because if I don't, those big black bars will land on me and kill me like that. So essentially I'm just going in the pipe, and then I can't go out, so I come out for 1 frame, which is a small period of time, and then go back in the pipe and redo it. And what I'm waiting for is the P-switch timer. You hear that P-switch music? I'm waiting for the timer to run out. When it does, that P-switch will disappear, so I'll be able to leave the pipe, and all of those blocks will turn into coins, so I can collect the coin. Then I will collect the coin, go in the top pipe, and do this all again. So I have to do 27 times the whole process. Now, how long does the process take, you might ask? And that answer is a very long time. The P-switch lasts for, I think, 10 seconds. Maybe it's 8, maybe it's 9, split the difference. But around there, we'll call it 9 seconds. And the game runs at 60 frames per second. So 60 times every second, it calculates all the internal variables and increments everyone's position. So 60 frames per second times 10 seconds is 600 frames, is how long that P-switch timer lasts for. Right here, there's only 1 frame. This is all paused. I leave the pipe, and then there's 1 frame where everything moves, and I go back in the pipe. So instead of 1/60th of a second, it takes from then until now. The game did everything that it usually does in 1/60th of a second. So instead of 10 seconds for P-switch, it's going to be significantly longer. The good news is that all I have to do is hold down to keep surviving until the P-switch comes out. So what we're going to do is get this rubber band, and then rubber band down the joystick. Ugh. So now I don't need to hold the button down until the P-switch runs out, which actually I didn't. I'm going to stop holding down for a second to die, to restart, so that I can see what time the clock was on when I go down and hit the first P-switch. Should be 498, I'm guessing. Alright, so 498. Now I'm going to put the controller down, and I'm going to write down 498. So now I know around the 489, 490 period, I'm going to have to pay attention, because I'll have to go collect the coin and redo it. The other downside is that my controller does go into like a sleep mode if it goes for 5 minutes without any buttons. So every 5 minutes I'll have to hit a button. I'm going to go with the A button to make sure it stays awake. And then eventually I'm going to get bored because I'll have to go to sleep, or my controller will run out of battery, and we're going to go like this and hit, let me time it right, I want to do it when I'm not doing input. But right here, I paused the game. It completely is frozen. I'm gonna go back into it now, and it'll put me right back where it was. Everything freezes. So I don't have to do it consecutively, but I can't play any other Mario in the meantime. So we're gonna get this done. I do a check-in once I collect the first coin to show you how exciting that is. Other than that, sit back and watch, because this is uncut. Just kidding, I'm gonna cut it. Ooh, right there, the blasters died, which tells me that my timer is up. I didn't see the time. I'm gonna get the coin all the way at the end. This way my timer gets lower quicker. But that's 1 out of 27. Now we come through and start it all over again at 477. It takes about 3 minutes for that timer at the top right to go down by 1 second. So that's how you do it. We're gonna do that 26 more times. So I died. When I had 13 coins, for some reason I wanted to grab the joystick and I played with it. And I thought I was holding down, but it killed me. And I went, well, that was a bad idea. So I went out of it, and then I realized that now my joystick is kind of broken in that it's like very loose. It used to return to one neutral spot, but now all of this is all neutral. And it sticks a lot. So like if I go down, it's not doing it here. It's hard to demonstrate or explain. It's hard to explain. But essentially now I get drift in all 4 directions when I use it. The down button doesn't register unless not only do I press down, but I press it and like press it in. I don't just go down, but I have to then click it. So essentially my controller is broken. I tried to play regular levels and it doesn't work without reliable down. Very hard to play a lot of levels when you can't press down. Anyway, I decided that was my fault. Let me redo it. I redid it. I died again at 13 coins because I forgot about my controller going to sleep and I went and made dinner. Thinking I had 20 minutes, but I actually had 5, so I came back with 177 seconds on the timer and a dead Mario. So, we're doing this. I'm going to restart here for, that should be I did 1 attempt before I even made this video, so this is my 4th attempt here. We're gonna get it done. I'm going back to the rubber band, even if it is breaking my controller. I'll get a new controller. It's already broken, so we're committed to that. But that's it. I'm gonna do it all again. In total, I spent enough time to beat the level, but that's not good enough. So here, hopefully the one shot coming up. Hopefully I don't jump up one of the lanes. And the last time I accidentally went in an empty lane. I'd already collected the coin there, so I took an extra lap. So hopefully we'll do it more efficient here and not add an extra 20 minutes for doing an extra lap. But that's it. I don't want to play this again, so. So I died again. This time it was at 15 stars. My controller, again, let's see if I die here. No, good, okay. I started over, and I'm back up to 16. I'm finishing it tonight. My controller, sometimes it needs me to hit a button every 5 minutes, otherwise it goes to sleep. And sometimes it lets me go the whole 20 minutes without going to sleep. So I was sitting right in front of it, and it had been a bunch of 20 minutes in a row, and then it killed me. So, I've been hitting it every 5 minutes just in case this time. We are finishing this. I'm actually going to start streaming to share the ending with more people. I have 11 coins to go. That's like 3 or 4 hours. I'm finishing it tonight. 4 hours. Let's go. I'm never gonna beat this stupid level. There's no way I went 5 minutes without hitting a button on the controller that time. I died. I'm not streaming it this time. I'm just gonna calmly, quietly, privately beat the level. After that death at 18 coins, I got smart and I used a website to give me a 4-minute interval timer. So no more controller dying. I am on my last coin here on this run. I think I still have about 10 minutes or so, but there's the timer going off. We're getting it for sure this time. Here we go. The last coin I saved all the way at the end. Save that 20 seconds of having to run back. Finally done with this stupid level. Let's see if I got first clear. It's been a week or so. First clear. Did I beat his upload time? I didn't. Wow, he was on point. There's only one time when I wasn't like immediately running. Anyway, I'm done. Challenge complete. Bonus challenge. I decided to make a level inspired by Master Tuesdays. So here, I'm gonna play it for you real quickly. The biggest thing that his level was missing is that you only held down. So if you had to hold different buttons after each pipe, for example, just as simple as left in one and then right in the other, it requires a lot more attention to the controller. So that's what this level is. It's very precise. Some of these you have more than one frame and you're not seeing 2 animations, so it does go by a lot quicker than his level. But for being a 10-second level, it does take over a minute to complete, so I feel like that's pretty good. And I even put 2 laps in it for him. I've been too sloppy in this run, so I'm actually going to time out. The timer is pretty tight. You need some efficient movements. But in theory, this is how it goes. A lot of animation. Super easy to go into that pipe accidentally. So if you're too slow, as you notice when the P-switch timer run out, you don't get the coin, you don't get the door. And you can cheese it by taking a second lap, so I did have to put a tight timer. But that's the level. I'm gonna go do a speed run, upload attempt at it, and I'll put the code up in a second. You can only have 4 digits in a description. You have weird rules, Nintendo. Let's give this a single player speed run. There's the level. JXV, DP4, QKG. Don't get soft lock getting the coin at the end.